Minecraft has a lot of items, 1,529 to be exact, and I plan on obtaining every single one in survival. That's why I spent nearly 4 hours making a spreadsheet of all the items in the creative menu. Was it worth it? Probably not. Anyway, of the 1,529 items, 99 of them are completely unobtainable in survival. This includes things like bedrock, spawn eggs, path blocks for some reason. I won't have to get these, of course, but everything else is fair game. That means the total amount of items I need to collect is 1,430. I have no idea how long this is going to take, or even if I will finish it, but with that being said, let's begin. Alright, now when someone starts a Minecraft world, what's the first item they get? Diamonds, trees, stone, or enchanting table? If you answered B, you would be incorrect, because it's actually E. Immediately run to the nearest jungle and find cocoa beans. After collecting the cocoa beans, my next move was to search for a jungle temple by climbing this tree. If only I didn't miss the vines completely. Attempt 2 had a little more luck. In climbing the tree, of course, as I did not find the jungle temple, I picked up a whole lot more melons and I was on my way. After wandering for a few minutes, I came across this village, and I also came across a pink sheep, which has a very low chance of naturally spawning, so that was kind of cool. Pink wool was added to my collection a few seconds later for unrelated reasons. I mined some stone, crafted a stone pickaxe, and mined some more stone. By then it was night, so I had a good night's rest. Although I think I might have short-term memory loss because I immediately crafted another stone pickaxe with the stone I just got. After I collected these hay bales, I tried crafting something with my stone hoe and bamboo, so I seem to be lacking serious critical thinking skills here. These crops would come in handy for food later, so I stole them, of course, and this iron golem looked at me a little funny. I took care of him. Then I actually did something smart for once and blocked these villagers in their home for safekeeping. Are they technically being held hostage? Anyway, I left the village to set up my base nearby. After some intense calculations, I figured out I needed 28.314814814 double chests to fit everything. Unfortunately, I can't cut a chest in half. Well, actually, in this case, I can because it's a double chest. But I can't have 1/3 of a chest. That's why I'm just going to round it to a nice and even 29. I chopped down a bunch of trees to gather up the wood, and I cleared out some land for my storage. Then I placed down every single chest in a semi-square, and I think the design came out pretty well. Is a semi-square even a thing? Whatever. Now, what good is a storage system without labels? So I typed out the numbers of all of the chest slots on signs to help me keep track. It was at this point I realized my intense calculations were clearly not intense enough, as they were wrong. So I redid it with the correct number and got 27 double chests. That means I have to shift every single sign one chest over. After that was done, I began sorting the items to mark the beginning of my official storage system. This was a huge mistake. It takes a long time to sort through everything. Like it's a whole process of finding the item in my spreadsheet. You have to see what number it is and then check it off the list and then find the correct chest and exact slot that it has to go in. It took me around 30 seconds per item. If I have to do 1,500 items, this is going to take 750 minutes. What a waste of my life. Anyway, I decided it was best to go on a mining trip. I mined and smelted some iron, then found a massive dark cave. The skeleton started firing at me straight away. I just decided to leave and tackle it another time. This mining trip has also taught me that exploration sucks when you're in need of everything. Normally, if your inventory is full, you just throw out all of your junk, Who needs granite, diorite, andesite? You need to keep literally everything until you already have it, then you can throw it away. But at the beginning of the challenge, nothing is junk. My inventory became full very quickly, so I left my mining session within minutes. Oh yeah, I also have cows living in this hole now. I don't know when they ended up here because I could not find it in my recording, but they exist now. And yes, they are very happy in their hole. Since it was just night a few seconds ago, there was a skeleton firing arrows at me, but I dodged his shot, like from an action movie. I thought that was pretty cool. It's time to solve my item sorting crisis, and you're never gonna guess what I did. I just put all my items in this chest and named it to be sorted. Yep, I'll just leave it for my future self. That's his problem. He's a loser, whatever. Good luck to him. I realized I had put my only furnace in, and I didn't have enough cobblestone to make a new one, so I had to take it out and smelt my iron with that. I geared up to go back into the massive cave that I spotted earlier. Whenever I got to the cave, it actually had an invisible spider, which was kind of odd. I think spiders can spawn with potion effects on full moons, so that might be it. And this zombie also dropped a high durability iron shovel. I had a huge brawl with these skeletons and I almost died, but I came out on top, like always of course. I'm just surprised I haven't died yet. I found the zombie spawner quite close to my base, and it gave me some golden horse armor, which is nice because it's uncraftable. My inventory then became full for the second time, so I had to leave again. Up at the surface, I mined out some land for a farm, but before I could finish the farm, this group of pillagers showed up, so I cleared them out and I added the ominous banner to my collection. I finished up my farm and went back into the mine. I ran into a lush cave and gathered all the new resources. Wait, are those diamonds? Unfortunately, only 2, so I can only craft a diamond hoe. Further into the cave, I mined this small drip leaf, and the item didn't drop, and that made my heart sink. I marked it down as obtainable, but if it's unobtainable, then I have to shift every single item in my chest over by 1. Luckily, I tested it in creative, and it's all good. I stumbled upon a skeleton spawner, but I ran out of torches, so there was no way to light it up. Then I did what any logical person would do and grabbed a lava bucket. It's just a little bit dangerous. The chest had 2 music discs in them, and then after a bit more mining, I claimed this axolotl. His wife did not make it. Anyway, I finally got more torches again. This one specific water stream had a lot of tropical fish, so I smelted my iron and made another bucket to capture one. Since my iron was taking a little bit long to smelt, I decided to leave my furnace there with it. This won't lead to any unforeseen consequences. Oh, this won't lead to any unforeseen consequences. Consequences. Why can I not say that? This won't lead to any unforeseen consequences, right? The second I left, my shield broke, so I went back, ate this piece of bread for an abnormally long time, and then crafted a new one. I left the iron to cook again. Now I'm thinking it won't lead to any unforeseen consequences. And this is not foreshadowing whatsoever. Further into the cave, I swapped out my tropical fish for another one because it looked like Nemo. Oh well, guess it's time to leave the cave with all my epic stuff. Wait, my iron! I was panicking so much at the thought of my lost iron I almost fell to my death. Remember when I said the iron wouldn't lead to any consequences? Well, it actually did, because it led me straight to these diamonds I missed. Now I can leave the cave with my epic stuff. I ended up back in the jungle, so I ran home and emptied my collection. I also figured I'm a little rich, so I can afford to make a jukebox. After listening to some tunes, I added the jukebox to the to-be-sorted chest. I spent my last 3 diamonds wisely on a diamond pickaxe. This allows me to mine some obsidian so I can get to the Nether. I'm actually pretty excited. Oh, I started a raid. Instead of killing the entire wave, I trapped 1 pillager in a hole, so I could deal with this later. I found a lava pond to make obsidian with. Unfortunately, both of my buckets were used to collect fish. I wandered around the cave a bit looking for answers, and I found an amethyst geode instead, which was pretty cool. In the end, I just found some water and mined it towards the lava manually. I got all 14 obsidian, killed an enderman, and left. I put 1 piece of obsidian away and then created my portal. It looks perfect. Ignore the missing corner. I did not account for the fact that I needed to put the obsidian into the chest. Anyway, in the Nether, I spawned in the worst biome. To be honest, I don't know what it's called. It has the soul sand in it, and I hate soul sand. But at least it also has bone blocks, so I could get a good amount of bone meal out of it. I ventured out and found a crimson biome. I forgot to bring gold armor, but I went into it anyway. This lava got in my way and I nearly died, but it's all good. I'm a pro. I know what I'm doing. I got everything I needed and went back to my base. Now this is actually the end of the episode. These are all the items in my to be sorted box. I had to sort them, of course. I'm now my future self. It was a pain to put everything away, but man, did it feel good. I plan to beat the Ender Dragon next episode, so you could watch it if you'd like. Unless it's not out yet, of course. Then you can't watch it. See ya.